What's going on, everybody? It's ShamefulPenguin here, back with another video. Today we're going to be introducing a little bit. I was playing for a little bit just to farm some of the challenges, and something that looked really fun that I just really wanted to try out and say I've done before. And I want to make a video just to show you guys that this is possible. This is something that can be done. It's a cast on death discharge, and it's very, very fun. Now, I didn't create the build. I followed someone else's build guide written very well. I will have their build video and their POB down in the description, so make sure you go check out their video and show them some love. This build was actually very strong. It cleared pretty much any invitations. Sometimes I wouldn't one-shot it. That's because I didn't fully invest into this build. I kind of did the minimum viable thing, and then I did all the uber bosses, like one-shot them, sometimes two-shot them, depending on the mods rolled, because when you roll the mods, like the more health, ES, extra ES, and less aura effect, all that stuff affects your damage. So we're not doing our full damage potential. So there's a few mods to avoid when you're rolling these, but as you can see, all these clips, 1 to 2 shot on most of them. Some invitations, the Maven invitations, they take a couple portals because sometimes you can't immediately group all of them together. So sometimes I'd kill like 2 and then 1 and 1, or sometimes I'd kill 2, get 1 shot, and then kill 1 and 1. So really using the portals for this build, but honestly it's a very easy build to get good at, and just clear your invitations very well. Now this build can't really do Shaper that well. I haven't tried Elder or Uber Elder, not really, but I think Uber Elder and Shaper are 2 bosses you can't really do. Elder you probably can. Cyrus not really, because he has a bunch of phases. So any boss that has phases, or you can't immediately like one-shot him past a phase, is going to be very bad, as well as the Guardian maps and the Elder Slayers, because those maps you have to clear a map, and we can't do damage without dying on this build. So a few bad things about the build, but overall this is just for invitation farming and one-shotting big bosses. There's a few times I utilized this build where I would go to the, like, I would fight a metamorph that was like nearly impossible to kill for me on my normal build. So then I would swap to this build in the portal, one-shot him, and then come back and pick up all the loot. So this build is actually very useful when it's like, oh, there's an Arch Nemesis monster, or a mod, just a regular rare monster with like 10 Arcnem mods that like is unkillable, and then you walk in with this guy and just like delete him. So it's very fun. So I wanted to show off how this build works just very quickly, because if you really want to know how it works, watch the build guide. I'm not the master at this. So we're utilizing a lot of unique heavy build. I don't know the budget for this build. You're gonna have to watch a video for that. But we're utilizing power charges and frenzy charges, a little bit of endurance charges, to get our discharge to be really big, and then we use that and we pretty much one-shot them. And then anomalous cast on death makes it so we're pretty much guaranteed to crit when we're dead, and we're dead when we cast things. We also have a few other techs. So we have like a cast 1 damage taken that will proc after we've taken most of our life. So we have, as you can see, we have 4 Deodri's elixirs. Every time we use one, it will cost us our health, and we're going to make sure you want to have around 50% chaos res to make sure. So by the 3rd elixir, it'll proc your cast 1 damage taken, which procs Righteous Fire and Wave of Conviction and your Golem. And then your 4th one will kill you, and that's where all the damage is being done. And then you have 1, probably Bottled Faith. I just used whatever flask because I wasn't really utilizing it. And then we have like Call of the Brotherhoods to convert our damage, Badge of the Brotherhood to make our frenzy charges as much as our power charges, scaling power charges on things, that kind of stuff. So what you do is we have a blessing on our hatred, so we use that first, and then we reserve our 2 auras. We have about 12 seconds to make sure our full burst window goes off, and then we just hit our 3 and then our 4th. You can hit them all very fast. You want to hit 3 and then your fourth like slightly after the third, I've noticed, because if you hit all 4 at the same time, you'll die before your righteous fire and stuff procs, like, or like you'll just be immune and it won't work. Like there's some issues with that. So to avoid that, the way I've been rolling, I've just been like face rolling my keyboard. I like hit all these, and then I hit the last one, and then everything goes off. You'll see the little firestorm go off because it has cooling strike, because sometimes we hit everything and then it's like, oh, very little amount of health is left on the boss and the firestorm gets them. Kind of nice. I think it happened once in one of the clips that you see. But yeah, anyways, that's pretty much the build. If you have any questions, just watch the video and leave comments down in that video. If you just want to say how cool the build is and stuff, you can always talk about it to me. But yeah, I'm going to be re-rolling this build, so I won't have it anymore. So I wanted to make a video on just that it's super cool. So thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.